You would never, ever work on a movie for me or anything else. Can't even tie my shoe for me for free. Can't do nothing for me, bro. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life with Poetry. I am Poetry, and you have stopped by for a This Is Us recap review, season 2. Oh my God, what episode? I think it's episode 8, maybe episode 9. I will have the correct one down in the address bar, but I know the episode is called 20s. Let me get my glare-full glasses off. All right, so let's get it started. I am in the middle of, well, the beginning of NaNoWriMo, November National Writing Month, and I've only got 764 words written for the day. So I need to finish. My goal for the day is 2,500 words. So I'm going to get to this recap so I can get back to my writing and get my books ready for y'all. Okay, so this is the first time we get to see the big three in a different stage of their life. I think my camera's tilted. Better? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, but we get to see them in a different stage of their life. We normally see them at 10-year-old, 16, and then at 36, 37. 37 for this particular year, 36 for last season. So we get to see them in their 20s. This is 2008. So this is their late 20s, because if they're 37 now, and this was supposed to be 8 years ago, according to Beth's story that she told William about when she was pregnant with Tess, that would make them 29. See, I'm smart. I'm smart. But I don't know if they really were supposed to play that way. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. My mathematics. I'm doing my mathematics, and I'm gonna figure it out. So we start off 1990 Halloween. Kids getting ready to go trick-or-treating. Little Randall's gonna be little Michael Jackson. He has a beaded jacket. Yeah, that's not Thriller, and it's not bad. That's a beaded jacket. It's just a black beaded jacket. Kevin is a bum with a cigar. Apparently that's what they said he was supposed to be. And Kate was supposed to be a veterinarian. It was the original goal. Well, Randall has mapped out the neighborhood. Like 1990s Pearson Halloween map. This is who house we going to. This is who house we not. They handing out pennies. We're going to skip them. The Bailey's got the full-size candy bars. We're going to hit them up real hard, right? Kevin think it's stupid. He's like, look, we ain't finna get lost in our own neighborhood. And Randall was like, this is not about getting lost, homie. This is about maximizing our candy field. I understand. If everybody in my neighborhood would have came trick-or-treating in my house yesterday, then they would have got all the good candy. All of it. But we didn't get no trick-or-treaters. If y'all watched me and Keenan's video from The Walking Dead yesterday with our recap, we were still in costume when we did the recap, and we explained that we only got 3 trick-or-treaters. And that's because we went down the street and stole our neighbor's grandkids so they can have some candy, but nobody else came trick-or-treating. I was kind of upset. I want to be like in a community like they have on this show, where all the kids are out in the neighborhood having fun, trick-or-treating, you know, playing tricks, yada, 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 yada. Anywho, Kate, like I said, was not happy with her choice of costume. She wanted to be a veterinarian, but she's like, veterinarians ain't cute. I need to be Sandy from Grease. Get my little Olivia Newton-John on. That's how we gonna do that. So Jack walks in and ready to carve some pumpkins up. He's like, hey, let's go get these pumpkins done. And so Kate is like, Daddy, I gotta be a veterinarian doer. He like, no, pumpkin, you sure late. Becca's like, wait a minute, I just finished that doggone costume. I just did all that doggone sewing. And he like, she got a yellow sweater what she can wear. She does not have to be a veterinarian. She gonna be Sandy from Grease. Cute and all that, right? So Jack goes upstairs to get ready, and Becca follows him to confront him like, hey, why do you keep coddling Kate? You keep giving her everything she wants. You spoiling the heck out of this kid. And he laughing like, girl, I know you ain't calling you ain't the pot calling the kettle black. Because you treat Randall like a little fragile figurine. The exact same way that I treat Kate. And Becca is not here for that. She's not here, and she's like, look, you're going to ruin them for their 20s when they get older. Things ain't going to go right. It's going to be a bunch of no's, and she ain't going to know how to accept no. So then we go to Halloween 2008. You see all them Obama Biden stickers all over the house. Hey. Turn up, turn up. Even Kate was rocking her Obama button, so we already know. We already know. Anyway, Randall is at the house trying to hang up this ceiling fan in the nursery. And he is stressing the heck out of himself, especially at the fact that he can't get this thing to work. He done tested it time and time again. And he on his 6th try, and he still ain't got it to work right. But he's determined to beat that thing. Beth is pregnant. She due tomorrow. You know how they used to say she do any day now? No, she do tomorrow. And she finna have a little test. You know, a little test. And she the first one, right? She is really stressing, but she's trying to fake happiness and joy around Randall because he seems to be a bit fragile. Because just months ago, he had that breakdown that she was telling William about. Becca, she called. Her flight's on the way. She's on the way in. Beth's mom is sick. It's been a rough couple months, so her mom may not get there. I wonder if we're ever going to meet Beth's parents. And if so, who are they going to be? I want to see Beth's family. Kate, she's still home in Pittsburgh working at the little diner. Her favorite customer comes on in, and he seems to be crushing on her as much as she's crushing on him. I was like, uh-oh. I mean, Kate got it down. She know what day he come in, that he there too early, what he ordered on Friday. She know everything about that doggone man, everything he need, which side of his mouth he like to dab his napkin on. Kate knows him, right? She's about to go get his food order started. He's like, hey, just hang out with me for a spell. I said, I'll chat it up a bit, right? Kevin, he's already out in LA. From the way it was sounding, I thought that he was a massage therapist. Like, you know, it's too much pressure, not enough pressure. And no, he's the shampoo boy at the salon. He is the shampoo boy. And he's working on this client, and he is working on her nerves. Oh my goodness, he is just talking on and on and on about why he can't get a job. He look too much like Tom Cruise. He don't look enough like Tom Cruise. He too tall. He too short. You know, something about why the heck he can't get no job. And his client is like, Kevin, stop with your whining, boy. Stop with your whining. We so tired of that. And I was wondering, when I heard them mention that they was going to do an episode showing a different point of their lives, who were they going to get to play these characters? Well, they played themselves, all with the magic of makeup and contouring, with the exception of Kevin. Kevin looked like he had a good, fresh Botox job right before he did this episode. His face was kind of stoic. And, yeah, Kevin looked like he had Botox for this episode on top of his makeup. And makeup person, I like this show. Blend at the neck. Even on the men, you got to blend at the neck. I don't even wear makeup, but I could clearly see where Kevin's line and Randall's line cut off right there, and then their neck was their regular color. Blend at the neck. So Jack and Becca, they step out, they Sonny and Cher. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. They ready to hit the street, and the kids is like, who the heck are y'all? They're like, you don't know Sonny and Cher? Randall passing out his map, and Kevin's like, I do not want this doggone map. I ain't trying to have that. And Kate, she like, look, I just want to go to the haunted house. That's all I want to do. Randall is not hearing that. We had a plan. We had a schedule. We're going to stick to it. We're going to get all the good candy first and then go to the haunted house, because we're going to spend too much time in the haunted house in the first place, then all the good candy going to be gone. I feel you, Randy. I understand that. So Jack is like, okay, let's vote. Majority wins. Of course, Kate and Kevin like, no, we want to go to the haunted house. They got some agendas to do, you know what I'm saying? And Randall throws a little hissy fit. I was like, boy, what is wrong with you? So Kate say, you know what? She succumbs to Randall. I'm going to take Randall with me. You take them to the haunted house, and we going to meet back up at 8 o'clock, 8:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, according to Randall's map. And Jack is like, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. This is it. She's like, no, but I promised him. No, this is it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Older Kate, she's sitting in her car just looking on at the trick-or-treaters. And something catches her attention and makes her, you can see she had went through a change of emotions there in the car, but I wasn't sure exactly where she was at or what she was doing. Kev comes home and he gets the news from his roomie that his roomie got an acting gig. And Kevin looking like, you can't even act. How the heck you had that happen? I'm the one that's the actor here. He didn't say that though. He didn't let it come out of his mouth. He wasn't insensitive. But That's the look he had on his face. He said, "What the?" And then he stopped, right? So his roomie, though, got invited to the party with all the other actors on the movie. And he was like, "Hey, come on along. You need to meet and greet, network with people. So come on out here. Do your thing with me." Becca comes in with Randall from her flight, and Beth sends him upstairs with the luggage, go put it away. And they just start discussing Randall's health and his mental state. They thought they was whispering, but you know, sometimes we as women don't know how to whisper well. He come back down and say, y'all know y'all whisper loud, right? Y'all know y'all whisper loud. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this fan back to the hardware store. Y'all can talk about me all y'all want while I'm gone. When I come back, y'all better act like everything normal. That's all I'm saying right here, right? Jack and the kids, they roll up on the haunted house. And Jack realizes that Kate is looking for some little boy named Billy Palmer. Like, ooh, who this big Kate? Who's little Billy Palmer? She run off because she sees some little Ninja Turtle, because that's how Billy Palmer was supposed to be dressed, chasing after him. And Kevin say, look, it ain't finna happen. It ain't finna go down like that. That dude is as popular as I am. I wouldn't hold her hand. And I know he ain't either. He didn't say those exact words, but that's what he meant. He's like, he ain't gonna hold her hand. Because I wouldn't do it. He popular as I am. 20-year-old Kate goes into the lounge where her customer is hanging. He had told her earlier that he's going to be hanging out with some friends for Halloween. And she had class, but her class got canceled. So he seems intrigued to see her there. But then he looks back at his friends to see how they going to react. So he suggests that they go somewhere quiet. She like, yeah, come on to my house. I said, girl, wait, what? To your house? You don't know this man, Kate? What's wrong with you, girl? What is you doing? Not back to your house. So Kevin, he's at the party. He already there feeling like the fifth wheel, because his roommate, his name is Zeke, was trying to introduce him to, I guess, the show's writer or producer named Brett. But Brett was interested in Zeke. He said, you played the heck out that character earlier today. I got some people that want to meet you. Come on through, right? Beth, she's sitting there talking to Becca. Beth is like, you know what? We don't even talk anymore. We don't even talk anymore. We don't even know what we argue about. Don't even say I love you no more. You're saying how we feel is no longer allowed. Oh, I'm about to slip out. For a minute. That's my song. And that's what they reminded me of. She said, we don't even talk anymore. She said, this is what she said. We tiptoe around each other like we strangers up in here. And I can't even tiptoe right now. And she was speaking literally and figuratively. She tired of tiptoeing around him, and her belly too big for her to be tiptoeing any doggone where. Becca say, well, stop tiptoeing in. You know, trust me, Randall is stronger than you think. And Beth said, no, not this time. You didn't see him. You weren't there to see how he reacted. You weren't there. And she tries to reassure Beth, you know, everything gonna be all right. You're gonna start trusting and believing him again. Because Beth said, I don't trust him no more. I don't believe him anymore. And she said, no, he gonna be all right. You'll see. And Beth had to say one more time, you weren't there. And she's like, yeah, you're right. I wasn't there. Becca is trying to get Randall to go to the Larson house. And Randall's like, I ain't going there. They make you do tricks. They got nasty licorice. Probably that black licorice too. That is some nasty stuff. You gotta get the good red stuff. It seemed like there was something else, you know, that was preventing him from going there. And I'm like, they don't like black kids? What's going on? You know, I'm already on edge just from the last episode when Grandma came. What's up with the Larson's house? And ain't nobody there, so... Are they funny acting like that? What's going on with the Larsons? Kate tells him, look here. She finally can try to break the habit of like catering to everything that he's saying do. She's like, look, plans are made to be broken and we going. Please. You know. So he agreed to go, but he's still huffing and puffing. Fine, we'll go to the Larson house. Gonna mess up the whole rotation. So Randall, he's in the hardware store trying to return that fan, and he like the store clerk walk up. And he just unloads on that poor little man. He unloads about the baby, about his breakdown, how he not the man that he used to be, and how his wife know it. But the clerk gives him some sound advice. He tell him, look, stop trying to plan every doggone thing. Stop trying. You're not going to never think. But what's going to happen is, when that baby come, that baby going to tell you everything you need to know. It's going to be automatic. Everything you need to know You're going to look in the baby eyes, the baby going to look in yours, and you're going to just know it. You're going to know inside yourself what you're supposed to do. And he asked the clerk what was his name. He was like Garunda or something like that. I'm calling him G. And G was like, dang, I almost had a baby named after me until I told you that name, huh? He's like, well, you know, huh? So he gives him the stock card for a new fan. He's like, this is the best fan on the market. Go on, take that, and I'll meet you up at the checkout, right? So before Randall heads to checkout, Becca calls. Beth is in labor, y'all. Beth is in labor. And Randall like, no. It's too soon. It's too soon. We're supposed to get induced tomorrow. Here he go with the plans again. We're supposed to get induced tomorrow. But Becca's like, look, I told you already before. Plans are made to be broken. And it's happening now. You need to get here as fast as you can. The ambulance, I called them, but the roads are blocked due to Halloween. Come on home, ASAP. Randy goes flying out the store. Tell Goop that, hey, it's happening right now. So at the party, back at the party, Kevin is at the bathroom stalking the dude Brent. Like when he comes out of the bathroom, this mofo with his shiesty behind throw his friend straight under the bus. He like, the dude is like, Brett, he's like, your boy, he was like the best thing since sliced bread. He played the heck out of that doggone role. You should have seen him. He made my script come alive. And Kevin got the unmitigated gall to say, I'm surprised you gave him the part. He don't even fit the bill. He's saying he's supposed to be some handsome, all-American type of guy. And Brett said like himself, he said, well, you know, because Zeke is so the opposite. He's so not that. And Kevin said, you know what, he get on my nerves, y'all. Kevin gets on my nerves. Every once in a while, he has a shining moment, but then he goes and shows his behind like this majority of the time, at least 95% of the time. He offers to read for the same part that his friend already got casted for. He wants to sidestep him and stab him in the back and take his doggone role from him. And the Brett guy's looking at him like, wow, homie. Really? Wow. He's like, you know what? I'm glad he told me this too. He's saying, I figured you for a talentless pretty boy. But I never, ever would have guessed that you would be spineless enough to try to steal the role from your friend. Somebody you call a friend. That's like a friend who just paid his doggone, who told him he didn't have to pay him back for not paying his portion of the rent. That friend, that's the one that Kevin's stabbing in the back right now. And I'm like, tell him, Brett, tell him. He say, for that young son, you would never work on a movie for me or anything else. Can't even tie my shoe for me for free. Can't do nothing for me, bro. Jack is outside the little haunted house praying that little Billy Palmer didn't break his daughter's heart. Like, come on, Billy. Come on, Billy. Then he sees hers come skipping on out the house, holding little Billy hand, little Ninja Turtle. I was like, oh. And Jack is so relieved. And I'm thinking, just knowing how Jack is, you remember how Jack did with Becca when he went to the bar and tried to pay the dude to get Becca to sing? I was thinking Jack paid off little Billy. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it, but nope, it wasn't Jack. It was Kevin. See what I'm talking about? That one little shining moment. Kevin gave up all his Halloween candy to Billy. Becca, she running behind Randall because he's still having this little hissy fit of going to the Lawson. So now we found out the reason why he didn't want to go. The Lawsons say he was found in a little ash pit because they lost their other child. Okay, they didn't say ash pit. My godmother used to always tell us that we was found in little ash pits. I don't know why. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what an ash pit was back in her day. She was born in 1905. So I don't even know what an ash pit was. I don't know if that's where people left their babies when they didn't want them. But that's what she used to always tell us. We was found in an ash pit. So that's why I said that. But anyway, basically they said he was their miracle baby. And I didn't see anything wrong with that. But Randall was like, wait a minute. The only reason why you got me because you lost your other baby. You know what I'm saying? So he learns from Kate, I think at this moment that this is the first time he understood they weren't his real parents. He didn't have that clarity of they weren't his real parents. And she tells him, look, the baby didn't get lost. He died. And his name was Kyle. Randall didn't know that was his first name. I wonder if they're going to ever tell him that part. But that was Randall's first name was Kyle. Like I said, I think at that moment he really understood. You ain't my mama. You ain't my real mama. I'm not your real child. He's like, I don't look like you. And I bet you Kyle did look like you. Nobody looks like me. I'm like, she's like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Randall makes it home from the hardware store, and Beth is crowning. The stress on his face is so overwhelming, and he's probably thinking, what if my baby died too? But you know, because Randall overthinks everything. He overthinks everything. But instead, he got to be the one calm Beth down, because she was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not coming out of me. And we know little Tess is coming. And the ambulance ain't there yet. Randall had to calm her down and get that baby born. And she was such a little cute little goober. Y'all know I love the goobers. I love the goobers. Well, back at 20-year-old Kate, her 20s, she done slipped in the bed with old customer dude. And I only know his name is Steve because my closed caption was on. His name was Steve. And he is about to slip out of her bed at that moment. And so Kate decides to question his marital status. She's like, you don't really talk about your life. When I was back at the bar, it seemed like you was checking for your friends to see what their opinion was. You got real paranoid about that, and now you rushing to go home. So yeah, you married, bro? He said, yeah. I'm like, who? Did he say yes? But then Kate says, oh, yeah, I figured it out a long time ago. I'm like, wait a minute, Kate, what is you doing, girl? What you mean you figured it out a long time ago? Girl. And he basically said that too, like, if you knew, what are we doing here? How dare you ask that question, sir? Even if she didn't know you knew you was married. But okay. She says, you know, her expectation was nothing in her life ever felt right. Nothing felt right. Nothing felt good. Nothing felt right. So she figured she'd do it anyway. And then maybe later, maybe it'll feel right. But, nope. Don't feel right. She don't feel right either. So while she is laying there in her guilt and misery, you know, Becca calls. Bring. Randall and Beth, they done had their little baby girl. Then Kevin gets the call. Kate relays the message that he had the baby. He was like, oh, a girl. Okay, cool. I guess I come home. I ain't got nothing else to do. Because Zeke left him a big F.U. A big F.U. note right on his headshot. And told him to find somebody else to pay your rent for you. Yeah, mooch off of somebody else, Joe broke self. So when they get home from Halloween trick-or-treating with the kids, Becca comes and tells Jack about the situation with Randall. And like I said, right up until now, Randall didn't realize they weren't his parents. He just knew they looked different, but didn't understand it. And she was so sad that she had to tell him that without Jack being there. And he was like, you weren't there in that moment. You weren't there. And but she think everything worked out fine, right? So Becca tells Randall, older Randall, that witnessing the birth of that baby was the best thing she could have ever seen in her life. And she was crying tears, but she was still feeling some kind of like deep regret as well, because she's like, this is just another moment that Jack wasn't here. And I realize now that there's going to be many special moments like this that he's not going to be here for, and I'm just going to have to get used to that. Y'all know I got teared up right there. I started getting teared up. I was getting misty-eyed. I was like, we all be missing us some Jack. We be missing us some Jack. So she asked him, what was he going to name the baby? He's like, well, you know, if it was going to be a boy, it was going to be Jack. And, oh, I'm almost running out of time. If it was a girl, it was going to be Jasmine. And she was like, you know, you ain't got to pick no J name. And so as Randall's cleaning up the mess that Becca had just made, he picks up the stock card from the fan. And on it is called Tessana. So there we have it, kids. Little Tessana was named. That's where we get Tess from. So the whole family shows up, and I guess they must be their first time all back there together, because Kate is like, everything is falling into place. But Randall, you know, we can't be too far behind. She's like, I got a new boo. Kevin said, yeah, I'm out here working night and day. They guess we are crushing it, bro. We crushing it. Then Kevin goes on to admit, you know what, I ain't really had no job in about 6 months. And Kate said, well, my new guy married. Kevin said, wait, whoa, that's low even for you, girl. That's low even for you. Then the truth really comes out for Kevin. It's been more like a year that he ain't worked, versus the few months that he said. But he said, but what you doing with your life? You still sitting in your car, stuffing fast food in your mouth, sitting in front of the house every Halloween, looking where the house used to be, waiting for daddy to come home. He ain't come back. He ain't never come back. And he wants you to move on with your life. So Becca's at the nursery looking in on Tess, and then we flash back to when she first introduced herself to Randall, baby Kyle at the time. And remember, she changed his name, and then she introduces herself to Tess, and then tell her of her journey of her life and about Jack. And she felt like her life was ending, when her baby died. And then Jack brought Randall into her life, and it gave her life more meaning. And tears was hanging on. They was hanging on. I was trying to, because it's an emotional time for me. Then Kate moves to LA with Kev, and Randall got that fan to finally doggone work. Earlier, she asked Beth to set her up a Facebook page so she could stay in contact with the family and look at the baby pictures. And while she online looking at the pictures of little baby Tess, who pops in the chat box in the Facebook Messenger that I don't use? In the Facebook Messenger, but Miguel. I'm like, what? The message say, hey from Houston, how you doing? How you holding up? It's been 8 years. I said, 8 years? Wait a minute. So most of us have thought that she cheated on Jack with Miguel. That's what most of us thought. Then some of us thought that maybe that right after Jack's death that she hooked up with Miguel. Now, we still don't know if that happened or not, because she had like a scared reaction, like she didn't want to respond to him, but she did anyway. So we really don't know what happened, but I guess we're about to finally get that story of how they got together. But it's 8 years later now, and they haven't seen each other in 8 years. So we gonna see what really happened. All right, y'all. This is Us season 2, episode number I don't remember, but the episode is called 20s. Thank y'all for coming back to this channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Put any thoughts down in the comment section today. I'll come back on tomorrow and respond to them the best as possible. I gotta get back to writing. Peace.